Hello YouTube, this is Kuzil and welcome to episode 9 of my KuzilCraft mod pack playthrough. Today I wanted to do a little bit of automation. So, I want to create a system where I can just dump in all of my farm stuff here and it automatically feeds my generators. I did make 2 more of the biogenerators. 120 RF per tick is not enough to power our ore tripling. You saw that from last episode. And we have other things that we need it to do as well. So other than just ore tripling, we need to have it have our power able to support our circuitry making, our steel making, and there are ways to make these more efficient, and we'll cover that in the next episode for sure. But what I want to do today is set up some automation. So when I want to make a like a circuit, for example, I want to just grab the materials for that circuit and toss them in and call it good. I don't want to have to worry about it. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to grab a couple stacks of this, and a few stacks of that. And we're going to come over to here and grab some of this and a little bit of that. And then we're going to head over to our Mekanism building here, and I'll show you kind of what I had in mind. So off camera here, I put up walls. Now this building here, if I look here, I'm going to just kind of remind you for a while that this is not going to be the end shape. As we go, these are just the interior walls. And even then, it's going to be decorated as we build, as we design, and I'm going to be adding in exterior walls, and there's going to be big things going on the outside, and it's just gonna look cool as we go. But for now, this is kind of a shell, and so basically what I've got going on here is in this room. This is, like I said, it's going to be storage, and it's going to be our kind of our launch pad for the whole building. So this is going to be our operations control. In this corner over here, there's going to be an elevator that goes up and down. So the door is going to be right here. Come in here, and we'll go up and down to our many floors that we're going to have on this building. So yeah, we're gonna start right here. I have some stuff to do. I've got a bunch of stuff in this drawer here. Here we go. Just toss all this in here. Yeah. So this is kind of what we're going to be messing with today. So let's start with our crusher and a chest. Just one, please. Thank you. And then we're going to take all of our food, or all of our vegetation, and we're going to grab some item conduits and some energy conduits, and we're going to start by automating our building here. We got a little frame rate drop there. Okay, so we've got some generators here. They're running low on fuel for whatever reason. I don't know where my fuel went. I had some in here. So we're going to put our crusher here, and we're going to put our chest here, and we're going to just dump all of our stuff in here. So the idea is we want to get our stuff from this chest into this crusher, and got some stuff in it. And then we're going to take the stuff from the crusher and feed it into these biogenerators. And then we're going to take that energy from the biogenerators and run it back behind here in this wall. I'm just going to take these out. We're going to take it from back here, and we're going to power everything we're going to be doing today. So let's start by taking the items out of here. Oh, I forgot one thing. Or did I? I did not. Okay, I'm a little spaz right now. Okay, so we're going to take the item conduit, we're going to stick it on the back of this, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to attach it to the back of that. Okay, so then we want to make sure that this is configured to where our input is in the back, and our output is on the left, right? We want our items that it crushes, so we want these things to be fed into here. So all we have to do now is if we right click on there, remember the little square box? If we right click on there and put insert, and then if we come over here and change our extract to be always, it's working already. And our power is going down because we don't have it connected to power. No big deal. So we're going to put our item conduits just like this. And we're going to come over here and put these into insert because we want these to be inserted. And then we're going to always mode. Now this is going to just start dumping in stuff there, and we don't have any power still. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our power conduit and we're just going to come over here and feed into there. Now that's going to give it power right away. This is going to produce our power. And there we go. Automation. Just as easy as that. So whenever these run out, it'll start grabbing whatever's next on the list. So let's take this and just chuck it in there. Fill that bad boy all the way up. There we go. Not quite fill it all the way up, but works. Okay. So then the next thing I want to do, so that's all automated. So now what I have to do is I just come in here and I just let's grab these. There we go. So all I got to do is come in here when I pick my farm, I just toss all my stuff in here and it will fill these up. Now since I have 3 of these, what it's going to do is it's going to take its excess and it's going to stick it in here. Once this is full, it'll wait until there's 64 in here, 64 of these biomass pieces, before it starts feeding the next one. And that is a problem. And we want to turn round robin on. What that means is it's going to feed this one and this one and then this one and then back to this one, then this one, then this one. Let's see if that works. Yep. See? It put some in here, and then the next one, if we look, should come into here. Yeah, we like round robin, especially when we're feeding the same thing into multiple stacks. So that is how you do that. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to automate the making of our steel. So this right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our energy smelter. We're going to take our metallurgic infusers, and we're going to take an enrichment chamber. And then we're going to take this new thing called a basic item filter. So I have this pulled up here. So all this is it's just a hopper, a regular Minecraft hopper, so chest and 5 iron. And we're going to put paper on that, okay? No big deal. So then we're going to come over here and we're going to put down the enrichment chamber there. We're going to put our smelter here. And we're going to put our 2 metallurgic infusers there. And I'm going to grab a chest. 1 chest. And then I'm going to grab this and this. Good. Okay. Then we're going to put our chest here. So the idea is I want to get it to where all I got to do is I got to put in the ingredients, right? So I know that I'm going to want a lot of coal. And I'm going to want to put a lot of iron in here. So the idea is I want to get the coal over here to the enrichment chamber so that I have the compressed coal. So if I take 3 pieces of coal and stick it over here, it's going to turn into compressed coal. Now let's run power down here because we don't have power yet. Okay, so that'll give us power. Then we'll take this compressed coal or compressed carbon, and we want that to come out of here and into here, right? We want our carbon in there. So, no, not that. There we go. Okay, we are going to use a little bit of mechanism item transport. So let's start here. So once we want iron to be fed into here, we want coal to be fed into here, and here. Oh, wrong one. Let's grab. Take that out. And we'll dump you and grab you. What do you have? Not you either. Alright. Must be you. Now you've got a bunch of stuff in there before, because I was kind of messing around with this a little earlier. I actually had a whole bunch of videos set up already, and none of it worked. So I'm kind of having to start over, but that's okay. It worked out for the best, I think. Okay, so we've got carbon cooking, so we want to get our coal over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run item conduit all the way over. And since we have our steel just kind of coming through this line here, and it's going to end up in here, we have to put an item filter. So if we right click on here like we're going to change this, we're going to put an item filter on here, and we only want to pull out these two things. So we're going to put that here, and we're going to put that there. Okay, that's all we want it to pull out. Then we have to tell it where to go. So grab that back again. So I want to put all of my coal, insert coal here, and that's going to do that as soon as I turn that on. So all of my coal should be coming into here automatically. And it'll dump all that out, and it's going to turn all of this into the compressed carbon. All right, perfect. Now, what we need to do is we need to get this compressed carbon over into here. Now, since make sure you have it set up like this, right? So your your input is coming in the back, right? So we have our coal that's in our red spot coming in the back here, and we want it to output to the right. We want it to output into here. So to configure this, we want to input on the left side, and we want to output. No, we want to input on the back, like this. This is how you want this first one set up. Okay, and then this one over here, you want to have it set up like this, and then this you want to have set up like this. So input on the left, output on the right. So since these can only input on one side and output on a different side, you can't input and output on the same side, we have to set it to where our output actually is on top, right? Our blue here, and that's where this comes in. So now it's going to autofill. Now we can't set this to round robin, it's not smart enough. If I wanted to, I could run Ender.io stuff there and set that to round robin, but it doesn't look as cool, and this will eventually fill up and it will look alright. Okay, so then what we want to do is here, we want to come over here and we want to insert with a filter iron. So all of our iron is going to be pulled out of this chest and stuck over here, and we can actually come to the back of these and disable these. There we go. And there we go. We have automated steel. I don't actually want to cook all of these right now because we got a decent amount. So now I don't necessarily want to do that either, because remember, each of these pieces of carbon, compressed carbon, is worth 8 pieces of iron. So we've got plenty of carbon in here right now. So we're just going to let that process. And then the other thing I wanted to do, I guess that'll be alright, is automate this one and this one, these two things. So we're going to grab our metallurgic infusers, another enrichment chamber, and 2 more chests. Now the reason I brought this stuff here is I want to make Mechanism's barrel. So we're gonna just do this, and there we go. And I want to make 3 of these actually. Okay. Perfect. So now what I want to do is I want to set it up to where what we're crafting is in the walls, right? So what we're gonna do, we may not have enough conduit, so we're gonna bring our power over to here, and then we're going to take yeah, let's set this up first, and then we'll see if we can get this over here, because I think that'd be neat. Okay, so let's set up, I kind of had this set up where we had a chest on either side, we had a metallurgic infuser here, and let's go ahead and just empty that, and another one here, and we'll empty that, and then our enrichment chamber was here. So how I had my enrichment chamber set up was input in the back, and then I had it output on either side. Okay, and then I had this, kind of have this reversed here. Output to the left, and this we're going to turn our infuse and output to the right. Okay, so what this is doing is if I stick my redstone in here, what I want to do is have that pulled out of there and stuck into this enrichment chamber, because if you remember, both the basic control circuits and the enriched alloy require redstone as their infusion pieces. So we're going to send our redstone from these chests into the enrichment chamber to make them compressed redstone, and then from there that'll feed into either one of these, because I have it set up to output on both sides. And then I'll have iron coming in on this side and osmium coming in on this side. So let's do that real quick. So we set up our item conduit. Alright, just like that. And we're going to redstone and iron. And this is going to insert, and I need another, we'll just put that there. I need another filter. So let's grab some more filters. Okay, so I want to insert iron on the back here, right? And then for this one, I want to, oops. This one I want to insert redstone. Oops. Redstone. Awesome. And because we're going to input on the back. And then this one I want to insert osmium. And I don't have osmium on me. In this chest. There we go. Insert osmium. And then this is going to extract osmium and redstone. Right. So now if I put, I don't know, 3 or 4 pieces of iron in there, they should come into here. Since this has redstone in it, it should automatically convert that into enriched alloy. Awesome. The same thing over here. If I put pieces of osmium in here, they should pull out, stick into here. That should work just like that. Now if I were to put pieces of redstone in there, they should come into here, turn into compressed redstone. See how many do I have in there? 5, soon to be 4. Boom. Yep, they went in there. So now what this is going to do is it's going to fill up one of these first. Whichever one it started filling up, it's going to stick with that until there's 64 compressed redstone before it's going to fill the other one. Just like with this. This is going to be 64, a whole stack of compressed carbon before it'll start feeding into here. And that's okay. We have lots of both. So that's how that works. Now, what I would like to do, if I have enough, is... I don't. So let's go make some more of this and come back. Alright, I'm back and I have the pieces I need. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this steel, right? And I want to put it here. So I don't have to go in the room necessarily to get to get the items I want. And we're going to put our Enriched Alloy, I want to leave all but one because I want to see it working, in here. And I want to put our basic control circuits here. Okay, so what we can do then is we can actually take this out. Let's avoid it. All right, we can do the same thing over here. Since we have filters for what goes in, we don't need a filter for what comes out. Instead, we'll come over here and we'll do an insert filter for steel. That'll tell it where to go. Oops. So we'll put our steel here, and then we'll just grab whatever, just like that. Okay. We'll do insert. We'll do enriched alloy there. And then over here, we'll grab this filter out of this one. We'll put it over here. And we'll do, there we go, basic control circuit. Now, what I want to do is I kind of want to run these in the walls because I can kind of hide them. There we go. Then bring them down. Perfect. And then we'll come over here and do the same thing. Perfect. Now what that should do is that should pull all these out and stick them in here. Yep, see that? Now as this is working, let's put some more iron in there. Well, maybe not all of them. Okay, we'll just let it run through a cycle or so. Ah, that's why I can't do that. Okay. So this is going to have to branch off. Because all those came over here. See that? I need to keep these two systems separate because of that. So what we'll do, oh yeah, we can still run it through there. Maybe. So we'll just put it back here. Oops, put it back here for now, and I'll figure out the logistics of that so we can hide it. And then this we'll just bring straight across here. Not down. Just like that. Okay. And then this will come up just like that. And then, yeah, that should work. That should work. All right. Now there's something that I can use to hide all of that. And I'll show you how to use that here in probably in a couple episodes. So now if I stick this again in here, it should come over here. Great. Now as this makes, and then if I stick this in here, and then stick this over here. Oh, we don't have this. You probably watched me do that. All right. So what we'll probably do is watch these numbers go up. Yep. So we know that one works. We know that one works. And we can assume that this one will work by default. So now all I got to do, these work just like the barrels, just like the storage drawers that I was showing you. A little different. Okay, so this time instead of having to just left click to pull one out, you shift left click to pull one out. Still right click to put them all in, but if you just regular left click, it'll pull them all out. So it's just a little backwards, but same kind of mechanics. But anyway, that is our automation for today. We have it so where we can just toss in our produce here. It gets turned into fuel, which turns into power for us to run all of these machines. So in the next episode, what I'll do is I'll show you how to convert or how to reduce not only all the noise that you hear going on, but the power usage of each of these. So if I were to add up all of this, plus our or tripling, which I don't have set up, it's all in here, then, you know, it would probably be, it won't be as much as what these produce, but I have something else that I want to make in an episode or two that is going to be costly of power. So I want to reduce how much power these use per operation. So anyway, I hope you liked the episode. We'll see you again tomorrow, and hope you guys have a good night.